So for my subscribers and viewers, as encouragement, motivation, and your best single year as a trucking entrepreneur, what's the most you've been able to make in revenue?
I think it was 11.8 million.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing. What was the game changer that really took you from a six-figure to seven-figure business as a trucking entrepreneur?
It was all about systems.
Systems.
All about systems. Yeah, you know, and there's a mentor of mine. He says goals are great to have, but systems are what get you there.
That's good.
And that's what we did. Is we developed duplicatable systems at scale. So I started realizing, like when we were doing administration, it was taking us.
What's going on, YouTube family? Today I have a special interview. I'm interviewing Troy Bravenboer. Did I say the name right?
Bravenboer.
Bravenboer, I'm sorry, Bravenboer. Troy is a serial trucking entrepreneur. He started multiple companies, and I believe this information he's going to share in this interview is going to be able to help you guys out who are up and coming, maybe owner-operators, freight brokers, aspiring freight brokers. So I'm going to get right into it. Troy, what did you do before trucking? If you could just kind of, I guess, wrap it up in so it's not super long-winded. And what led you eventually into trucking?
Yep. I was actually doing door-to-door sales. So I went to Bible college, and then I was doing door-to-door sales.
Awesome.
And nobody grows up and wants to be door-to-door salesman forever. And I was believing God for a business. And it led into trucking. I was at a wedding one day and met a guy who was working on his computer remotely. And I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm working on my trucking company." And as soon as he said it, it just felt like something. And a few months later, I ended up moving to Texas at the time where he lived, and he let me copy his business model hand in glove. And that's where we started our carrier company.
Amazing, powerful. And you also have a freight brokerage company,
yeah,
correct?
And we got a freight broker company. We started that a few years later. Once we started scaling our carrier company, I started having people ask me all the time, "Hey, can you move this? Can you move that?" And you know, it wasn't always profitable or didn't always make sense to put my units on it. So we started a freight brokerage company.
And you've scaled this owner-operator company to 70 trucks, correct?
Yep.
Amazing. My God. Powerful. So statistically, 90% of startup trucking companies fail, and a large majority within the first year. Like based on your experience in the logistics industry, why do you think that's the case?
Yeah, 100% is because people don't know their money, right? They don't actually understand what their cash flow is, and the benefit and the downside into trucking is that anybody can get into trucking.
Right.
So you've got people that have no business experience, no business knowledge, which you don't need it to go into trucking, but they don't also know how to look at their numbers, right? They just say, "Man, I'm staying in this market until I get $2.50 a load or $3 a load," but they'll sit and they'll waste 2, 3, 4 days waiting on a $4 a mile load just because their pride says, "Man, I need to take it." But the meanwhile is they're missing all unrealized profit of not just moving. You know, so a lot of these people, they just don't really truly understand how to run a business by their numbers. A restaurant might lose money being open on a lunch, but they know they're getting exposure and they make their money on a Friday night or a Saturday night. The saying is, what you lose on the swings, you make up on the merry-go-round.
That's good.
And you really got to just know your business and know your numbers.
That's good. That's good. So for motivation and encouragement, I like to ask this question, and if you're comfortable answering it, which I'm sure you are.
Anything you want, yeah.
So for my subscribers and viewers, as encouragement, motivation, and your best single year as a trucking entrepreneur, what's the most you've been able to make in revenue?
I think it was 11.8 million.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing. And what was the game changer that really took you from a six-figure to seven-figure business as a trucking entrepreneur?
It was all about systems.
Systems.
All about systems. Yeah, you know, and there's a mentor of mine. He says goals are great to have, but systems are what get you there.
That's good.
And that's what we did. Is we developed duplicatable systems at scale. So I started realizing, like when we were doing administration, it was taking us a long time to build all the invoices for our loads for just 10 trucks. And I thought to myself, there's no way we're going to get to 100 trucks with this model. So, and then the same thing when it came time to run payroll, it was taking us half a day to run payroll for 10 people, for 15 people. And I said, this is a problem that at scale, the problem scales with the company scaling. So I had to figure out a way to create a system so that way, as the company scaled, the problem didn't scale with the company's growth.
And I think that's huge, especially in the trucking world, because you got a lot of truckers. They're brutes. You know, I saw an article that said the average age of an owner operator is 59, and these guys don't like systems and or technology. but I think it's powerful if you're looking to grow and expand as a trucking entrepreneur, and you want to take it serious to the next level. Systems really do matter.
Yeah, and let me say this, is that like, it's systems and or partnering with people that have systems. Like, one of the big things I had to realize in being a CEO is like, I don't need to do everything very, very well. If you're the only guy, yeah, you have to do everything, right? But you have to hire people to be able to help you scale. You're going to be limited in your growth if you're planning on doing everything yourself. It's just impossible. So you have one of two options. Either you hire people and you have employees to be able to do it. Even then, you have to learn how to do it to be able to train those employees. Or you partner up with a company that already has these systems down and you pay them to be able to help you to be able to scale. And that's ultimately why we started our coaching company, was because we already had the systems and we wanted to be able to spread that across larger groups of people.
So yesterday we were talking, you shared a lot that blew my mind. You shared something that you guys have going on with owner operators, the freight broker system, and then also, what else did you share with me? You shared something, the TMS system.
Yeah.
If you could elaborate a little bit with that, share about the owner-operator coaching program that you have. I thought that was awesome. I know a lot of people might find that helpful.
Yeah, with our business, with our carrier company, we specifically focus on working with owner-operators. Okay. So we understand that business very well. We've done tens of millions of dollars working exclusively with owner-operators, and we know where the strengths are for owner-operators, and we know where the weaknesses are with owner-operators, and it would be very naive for somebody to think that they don't have weaknesses, right? It's okay to understand people have weaknesses, and then you staff those out. That's what successful people do. So with our training company, with owner-operators, we built entire systems, whether it's administration and finance, whether it's working with dispatchers. I know you have a dispatching service, obviously tax help. We put together a whole training course. It's got like 30 videos, keeping and managing a healthy SMS score, your safety management score. I mean, knowing e-logs and how to be able to maximize your e-logs. A lot of, especially old school owner operators, they hate e-logs. There's legal ways that you can hack through these systems to be able to maximize your opportunity there. And then obviously knowing people's numbers. So we help people with that. That's our coaching company. We're releasing an opportunity next year. We're going to have a program for owner operators where we're going to help you get your own direct customers. Even if you can't move that freight as the owner operator, we're going to show you how to be able to make residual income off that customer acquisition. Even if you don't move that freight, you'll have first right of refusal to take it if you want it. But even if you can't move that freight, we're going to show you how to make residual income every time that customer that you acquire moves, which is really exciting. And then, we're cooking up some really awesome AI tech in the TMS space. So again, we know, so in this industry, 97% of trucking companies have less than 100 trucks, and 95% of that, 95% less than 100, 97% less than 100, and 95% less than 20 trucks. And we know most people, they don't like technology, they don't like sitting behind a computer, or they're just on the road and you're stuffing your rate confirmations and your BOL under your visors, right? Yeah. So we created an AI tech that all you have to do is take a picture of your document, and our AI tech will scan the BOL, scan the rate confirmation, pull all the addresses off of it, automatically load it in the system, and then it reports your data right for you. So you'll know exactly what your dollar per miles are. You'll know exactly what your deadhead is. It's not like this guessing game of I think I know what it is. Yeah. We'll have all the data all written out for them. They'll know who their top paying brokers are, who their top paying customers are. If they're an owner operator that's moved from carrier to carrier, we'll even let people know where their top paying carrier is, who they work for. So we're cooking in the kitchen, man. And
where can they find, you have the website, and I'll put the link in the description under this video.
Yep.
What's the website?
Yeah, so you can visit our coaching company is tremsystems.com. So that's TREM, tremsystems.com. You can go to our TMS, which is dawntms.com. That's DAWN, dawntms.com. And you can reach me on Instagram. It's probably the easiest place to find me, or Facebook. My Instagram handle is @TroyBrave, and you can find me on Facebook, Troy Bravenboer.
Awesome. Before I end this, one piece of advice, one word of advice for young, up-and-coming trucking entrepreneurs that you believe, even if it's a quote maybe someone gave you or even a word of advice from your mentor that you think will be able to help those who are aspiring trucking entrepreneurs?
Number one is you have to run your business like a business. You can't run this thing like a side hobby. You can't run this thing if you're taking your personal finances out of your business account. You're upside down. Run your business like a multi-million-dollar company. If you want to grow and scale your business, you have to run your business like day one. That means knowing your numbers or partnering with somebody that can help you figure this out. That's why we have a coaching company, so don't feel the pressure, but run your business like a business. Know your numbers, know your miles, know how many loads you take every single week, know what they pay, know your numbers, know what you pay on fuel, know your numbers. Run your business like a business, treat the business like a multi-million-dollar opportunity, and you become the person that you need to be to run an organization at that level.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, this is awesome, man. Thank you.
Share this video with someone that you know it might help. Thank you for sticking around for the video. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.